Hello and welcome to a very sick episode of the Untitled Africans podcast.
Speak for yourself.
You know who I am, you know who she is. Let's go ahead and get into this. Girl, what do you mean speak for yourself?
My throat is just a little off because I've been screaming for the last 5 days.
What you mean screaming? Oh,
Screaming at the club.
at the club.
At the club. It just sounds like, post-Renaissance.
That's that's what you're chalking it up to? It's giving post-Renaissance voice?
It's giving post-Renaissance voice.
Okay. You know, they do say
Nothing a little halls can't fix.
Delulu is the Salulu, but okay. If you say so.
Bump you.
Because that nose is giving very much stuffed as well.
Well, somebody told me apparently I always have the sniffles, which I didn't appreciate. I don't feel like I do. Am I always sniffling? I know I'm always cold. And as an anemic girl, but I don't feel like I always sniffle.
Ma'am. Wait, hold on. They might be onto something. Because I feel like I don't think. Yeah, you do be having the sniffles sometimes. If you're listening to this, I need you to comment or go watch the other episodes and let us know. Does one get you
When have
sniffle?
you heard me? If I sniffle all the time, you don't gotta listen to all the other episodes if you've already listened to them, because you would know. This girl's always sniffling.
Always got issues with her nasal passages. Them shits is never cleared.
Maybe I need to go to what's the nose doctor? Rhinocologist?
Right, a rhinoplasty or a rhino.
Isn't that surgery?
That's the surgery you get to fix your nose. Sorry.
I don't want to change my nose. I just want to, see what the airways are talking about.
You could have a deviated septum.
I rebuke that.
Who knows?
But anyways, you want to talk about always sick, honey. Brian.
All right.
You're sick,
much. Not too fucking much.
Because Brian always going through something every 4 to 6 weeks. Your body's like, how can I challenge this nigga today?
I swear to God, my body be like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck with you today just because I want to.
Just because I
like,
can.
Damn, how? Right. Like, can I have some peace, please?
Listen, not too much. You'll have peace on your vacations, but every time.
Yeah.
In
between vacations, I'd be like, my body's just like, no, bitch, no peace for you. But then literally everything else, I just like, okay, girl, you got it.
No rest for the wicked. Hey.
That part, girl.
It said stay inside.
Besides your throat fucking up, how you feeling? How you been? How's your week?
I'm good. It's been a restful weekend.
Yeah.
I think, other than the turning up, because of the turning up, I've needed to rest.
I was gonna say restful. Where has the rest been?
Because I went from Atlanta to Connecticut to Houston, party nonstop in Houston. Came here, we had 24 hours off, and then Halloween
we did
party.
Have to, and then Halloween,
and then my body's been trying to recover for the last however many days.
Jesus, child, are we ever going to? You right about that. We do need rest. I think after this week, I'm done for at least another 3 weeks.
Yeah, and I hope we haven't said that on the podcast before.
We have.
I'm done. I'm sitting down. Y'all be easy. It's my birthday, so that's the only, cute little thing with my friends and family weekend. But I want to keep it cute.
Let's go ahead and give it up, because it's Wangeshi's birthday is coming up in about
it has passed.
Oh, by the time this episode comes out, it will have passed. But
just been my birthday.
The big 27.
I'm feeling sexy. Don't you know not to say a woman's age?
Oh, you act like I'm telling you everybody you like 65.
I don't care if I'm 17, 27, or 67.
How does it feel to be that much closer to 30?
It gives me hope that, I'm not 30 yet, so my life can still be in disarray a little bit, and that I will hopefully get it together by the time I'm around 33. I feel like 33 is a good age So I'm like, okay, from now to 33, what goals do I want to set? What do I want? What expectations do I want um out of myself? Cuz I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, like I'm still young. Like I need to remember that, and I need to know that life is not what it was supposed to be, what I thought 27 would look like, what I thought 25 would look like when I was in high school. Like you grow and you
Hmm.
learn and things. And, I'm like, I don't know what my life's going to look like at 33, but I feel like if I focus on just getting better in the ways that I know now that my frontal lobe is fully developed, that if I focus on the growth from now and 5 years from
Until
now, I'm going to be good. I don't know where I'm going to be, but I know, honey, I'm going to have a plan. What do they say?
she had the plan.
Plan
She
to
just needed to.
fail. You don't fail to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, honey. And I'm not planning on failing, honey. So 5 year
Period.
plan coming up soon, or 6 year, whatever.
What is it? They say shoot for the moon. At least you'll land in the stars.
Exactly,
I love that for you.
exactly.
Some sage advice from our eldest podcast host.
Yeah, I try. Just try to put these little wisdom gems on you for you youngins that need to know better so you can do better.
All right, calm down. Don't let it go to your head. But other than any wise words of wisdom, what have you learned up until in your 27 years of life?
That I'm tired. Glad I got to party, but I'm over this shit.
I
That's what
think
I'm
I can.
learning.
I think I can be okay. I think I've got maybe 1 or 2 more years of actually a year left. No, year and a half of partying left in me for my body to just be like, bitch, I'm done. There's no
I
more
feel like
left.
I feel like I got about four more parties in me.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna say 4 more years. I was about to be like, babe,
No
babe.
parties. Parties in general. Wrap this
Mm,
shit up.
listen, speaking of expectations and goals and shit, I saw this TikTok the other day. These, I guess it was like a group of girls. They had an expectations like burning party where they wrote down like all the expectations they had out of life, other people, of themselves, and they had like a letting go of it, and they just wrote it all down as burned them, and it's like it was so like what's the word I'm
Seems
looking
like it would be
for?
like lethargic or something.
Yes, it was so lethargic because like people were crying. It was a very emotional experience. I was like, maybe I need to do this. That'd be
Maybe.
such a really cool like birthday like type of activity to do, to be like, I'm burning and letting go of all the expectations that I had for myself for when I was XYZ age or X.
I'm letting go of the thought that I would be a married mother of two kids in a big house and a white picket fence by the age of 25.
Girl, boom. Light that shit on. That one, girl, I need every woman who is the age of 25 to go ahead and burn that one right now.
At the age of 23,
Let
please.
that go right now, babe. Because if you have not met
21
him,
even, because if you're starting to rush it, babes, stop.
because even the man you're supposed to meet that's supposed to provide you with this life, girl, and if you haven't met him by then, you're not meeting him anytime soon.
Gotta let it go.
Let it go, let
So
it
how are you
go.
doing, friend, other than being sick for the sixth time this year?
Um, I'm good. I'm currently dog and house sitting right now, so hence the change in background, and it's kind of
Mm,
fun. I've come to realize that having dogs is literally like having children. I
yeah.
get it now. I mean, I'm not comparing the two, but there are some similarities because child, when I have to yell at these motherfuckers to down, get off the couch, like you're black, we don't do that. Stop.
No
Like,
gentle parenting?
mm, no, sorry, that's not me. I don't do the all right, babe. I've said it once. I don't want to repeat myself. That's when you get kids who be like, "Fuck you, mom."
Oh, that is not true. But with dogs, I don't know if you can do gentle parenting with dogs.
I think no, you might be able to. I don't know if you can. Somebody who does have like full time dogs, because I'm just Basically, I'm like low key renting these dogs for now. These are just
It's
my
the
part time
foster home for
babies.
dogs.
Yes, I'm fostering them for the time being. So I don't know. I don't know if gentle parenting would work on them. But I will say I've been doing a lot of yelling, which doesn't help that also my throat is on fire. So they're working my last day of nerve. But I love them. They're cute.
Yeah.
I woke up from a nap the other day and they were like literally cuddled by my legs. I was like, oh,
Oh, it's cute.
it was cute. It was a moment. But then you're just like, I have to yell at you again. And then you have to remember, I have to go pick up your shit when you go shit outside.
Oh God, that is
Yeah.
disgusting.
Okay, who are you telling? But it's been fun. It's been real. It's a real life lesson. I'll say that because I'm just like I always used to want a dog, but taking care of these ones, one is fine. Having two is like having three.
I had to double it.
I had to double it, but yeah. I can't wait to get back home though. To my the only pet I have are fish, and I barely take care of those. So
I don't know how they lasted as long as they did. Cause how long have you had them fish?
years.
Wow, like
That
two,
aquarium,
4.
yeah, just about. That aquarium is like I think there's like four of them in there right now. I A couple have died between water changings, but it's okay.
Oh
They get
yeah. So in
replaced.
Finding Nemo, when they do that, that's like it really is the fish's most dangerous time.
Like the fish could die because then if you put them, because when you take them out of their tank and you put them in like fresh water, that's like I guess like quote unquote clean, but you haven't like set the pH balance like or whatever, it could actually like fuck them up and like next thing you know, just like fishy go upside down. Wake up, fishy!
That's some sick, sick shit. Like
That shit is real.
I
That
can't
shit is
believe
so
that.
real,
Mm-mm.
yo.
She
But
was a villain.
she, I'm a piranha. Nah, nah. Not gonna lie, but I quote her all the time though.
Oh my goodness, you would
Uh, but let's go ahead and get into what's going on in the timeline, girl. Um,
tell
the
us
sass the sassification of men continues.
what.
Um, Skims is now the official underwear of the NBA. Sassy men all across the world are excited and pumped. Um, so I guess Kim announced a partnership with the NBA, saying that the Skims underwear will now be the official partner, an official underwear for the NBA, the WNBA, and the USA Basketball, which is insane to me because, girl, you done cornered the market. Shit. I mean, your
Uh,
whole family been through the entire NBA. You might as well just continue, getting their pants another way. Shout out to her.
I know
I'll
this
give
is
it to
not what
her.
this is, but I feel like I just imagined a bunch of dudes in shapewear running up and down and Spanx sucked it as they run up and down the court.
Can you imagine?
Honey,
All I'm picturing is a bunch of BBL baddies in shapewear.
they said waistwear, honey. Okay,
Period.
because they used to have the booty shorts back in the day in the
They
NBA, but now
did.
it's all about shrinking that waist, baby, showing waistwear, honey.
They
We don't know
said
her.
I want to. I want you to say I want the V. Give me that V. Period.
Mhm,
Give me that model
mhm.
shape. But that's and my thing is like she's honestly a very smart businesswoman because when she came out with Skims men's underwear, I was very much like, okay, girl, how are you gonna pivot this into like an actual brand, that is going to entice men? Then she came out with the commercial with like the basketball player and then Neymar, the soccer player, and I think a boxer or something. And I was like, okay, appealing to men's sports. But then now that she announced the NBA, I said, oh, yeah, she is getting in those men's pants one way or another. She said, y'all gon' buy these Skims underwear.
Not getting in these men's pants.
I mean,
Anyways,
that's where you put on underwear. But I will say Kim Kardashian is probably one of the hardest working businesswomen. When she said people need to get up off their ass
nobody
and
wants
work,
to work anymore.
you need to get off your ass and work. This woman, she was speaking truth because Look at her now, because now she even has a partnership with Skims and Swarovski. They're coming out with their own line of like Swarovski crystal, like I don't know, I guess silhouettes or whatever. I don't know. I saw the ad on Twitter and I was just like confused. But I'm like, Kim is getting to that bag no matter what. Shout out to her. So, but I just thought it was so cute and sassy. Like, I'm just picturing a bunch of NBA players in like neutral tone, like boxer briefs.
No, not boxer briefs. It's high waist Spanx.
I'm dead. Can you imagine? You know they gonna have the ones with the come up with the hip flexors. I'm waiting. I know the NBA fucking locker rooms are gonna be so fucking fat, bitch. The girls gonna be
Honey.
snatched
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Speaking of fetch, did you see that Walmart ad
with
of
the
the
Mean
Mean
Girl, the
Girls? On
reunion.
Wednesdays we wear pink.
Yo, they are eating Rachel McAdams up in the comments though for not pulling up to the
I
ad.
mean, she didn't want to. That doesn't take away from the iconicism of the ad. You
I will
had
say,
Lindsay Lohan, what's the blonde girl? Amanda Seyfried,
yeah,
um, the brunette woman, which I'm sorry, I forgot her
Lacey
name.
Chabert.
Thank you. Like, you even had Kevin Chi on
Oh
there,
my,
and he had a
you,
child, Kevin
Kevin G.
F or something. Kevin G Jr. I don't know.
No, and then who else was there? Even Damon was there,
Yes.
and
Whereas
it's like,
forget Rachel McAdams. Where's Janice? Janice?
where's Janice Ian? Janice Ian
Yeah.
needs to come back. That's who
Yeah.
needs to. I need to see Janice, and I feel like she's probably like a lesbian art teacher. She's got like
Yes.
full, and you know she drives like a VW van.
Is she
She's
in her
super,
androgynous bag, like, down?
like she's gotten into some stuff after like life has aged her.
College?
Yeah, after college and just like life has just aged her. I
Maybe
love man.
that should have been y'all want to talk about reboots and sequels. I want to see Janice E in fucking college.
I want to see Janice and Damon just fucking kicking it in
I feel like the
college.
Gen Z girls would eat it up. Like, that's so us, like
Babe, we would buy into.
androgynous, non-binary queens, like, in
We would eat up
college.
every motherfucking crap. You know what's so crazy? It's the fact that all of the like main male characters, like the male leads from Mean Girls, they all came out as gay.
Really?
Kevin G, Aaron Samuels, and Damon.
I did not even know that. I just knew
Yeah,
Damon.
there was like a whole. They had. I remember seeing like a news. I think they were like on one of those like afternoon morning shows or something, and they were being interviewed, and literally Damon was the one who was just like, "I think you just got to give it up to Tina Fey for casting a bunch of gay boys to try and play straight." I was
You
like,
know
"Yep."
what? It makes sense. Only gay guys could be a part of a movie so cunty as that. Like, straight people
Literally,
cannot give
you
what
could
they
not,
gave.
you could not ask a no cis hetero man to be part of something so cunty. That is
Yes.
literally the best description out there. Come on, cunty, cunt. Ow.
Yeah.
They no, they did eat that commercial though. But it's so funny because like now Lacey Chabert's character, or like in the ad, she's the one who's now like Loki, the mom. Like I'm not a
Yes.
regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Amy, oh, what's her name? Amy, the good Amy, comedian. What is her name? Why am I
There's a good
forgetting? Parks
Amy.
and Rec. Why
Oh,
am I
Amy
forgetting her
Poehler.
name? Thank you. Yeah, she's the Amy Poehler in the ad.
I love the fact that she's still trying to make fetch happen is so funny. Even her daughter was like,
I love
"Mom,
that.
it's been 10 years. You're never gonna make it
Like, give
happen.
it up.
Stop."
Like,
No,
please.
it's okay, Gretchen. I'll use fetch. That's
Let's
another.
go
Oh,
fetch.
yo, I know I annoyed you a lot, but nasty work is my new catchphrase. Oh, bitch, that's nasty work.
Oh my goodness. The amount of
Oh,
times I heard Brian say nasty work in a like 48-hour time span. At
I
least
don't know
once an hour.
why. It just fits so well. Like you watch somebody do something real out of pocket, be like, "Oh, that's nasty work." You just see somebody serve cunt, be like, "Oh, nasty work." That is like the
So
catchphrase.
it can serve us both. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
like
bad. Real
You be
bad.
like, you see some girl just walking, just bumping through, be like, oh, nasty work, bitch. Nasty work. I'm gonna keep using it. I don't care. I know Gen Z and their lingo low key be eating, even
It do.
eating,
It do.
because even though most of it they steal from queer culture, but who? That's a different conversation.
Speaking of
Um,
eating, let's talk about our
yes, this is
favorite
another thing
person
that's been
to.
fucking me and my family are in Atlanta eating out, and let's review the food. Y'all, Keith Lee is it? Keith
Something just
Lee.
happened with your mic then, and it worked so well for the impression. That was hilarious.
Keith Lee was in Atlanta this past week and had the grass wall red velvet chicken waffle girls boots quaking, honey.
$30 shrimp and grits girlies.
Fucking lollipop lamb chop girls was fucking shaking in their boots.
Honey.
He
The
stepped
velvet
foot,
high chairs at the bar. They were
not the
sick.
velvet high chairs with the neon signs and the grass walls.
Yeah.
He came
Sick.
into the he came into somebody's tweeted said Keith Lee running through Atlanta restaurants like Sherman's March to Washington.
Set this whole shit on
Shut
fire.
it. Sh- Burn it all down. Burn it all down immediately.
And you know what? It's
He
what we
ate.
deserve.
I mean, he didn't get to eat any food, but he ate.
He did eat food. Ironically, at a Jamaican
At a Jamaican
restaurant,
spot of all
having the
places,
best customer
customer
service, and he
service
went there late at night.
at
He said
closing time.
that was the best service I've had in
Do you know how many times I've been to a Jamaican spot with like minutes to close, and they've been like, "Where you on 10? We don't have that. We don't have that.
Please.
Leroy, we have any more planting? We don't have that. We all out.
Outside of Africa. Look, if it's after 6:30, don't stop.
We
Don't
know
go
how
to
to
a
rice and
Jamaican
peas.
restaurant, please.
We know how jerk. We know how
Wraps.
oxtail.
After
We know how
7
planting.
then
Babe, it's the fact that, and not only was she like, no, it's okay, we can serve y'all, it's good. It's the fact that she stayed open, cooked,
with a
and guess
smile
what
on
he
her
did for her?
face.
Yes, you know what he did for her? He
Tell me.
matched her entire sales for the day, $2,600 something dollars. He was like, fuck it, round it up to three. Here you go, sis. Like, damn,
God was here
damn.
this weekend, or that weekend that he was here. It was God. It was God saying, yeah, you're going to expose all these businesses that have been playing their Atlanta patrons
And
for years,
you know who
and
he,
actually tell them the mom and pop shops they need to be at, who actually need the support, who actually need our money.
so if y'all are in Atlanta, honestly, at this point, y'all, if you're in Atlanta and you don't know which restaurant he went to, which Jamaican spot he went to, look it up. But I think it's called Jamaican Hut or something.
And don't go to any place that resembles the real milk and honey, honestly.
And please
That was
stop.
just like that was just a sample. You know when it's like this sample represents the whole group. I feel like the real
Oh
milk and
no,
honey represents all of Atlanta restaurants, or
there's
a
two. No, no,
lot
no.
of them.
He went to three: the Real Mick and Honey, Old Lady Gang, and Toast on Lennox. Toast on Lennox is the perfect representation of every Atlanta brunch spot out there right now. And the fact that he ate them
I
the
didn't even know
fuck
he
up.
went to Toast.
Yeah, that video of him like outside, like talking to the manager, them trying to get him to come back inside and like actually
Oh,
eat.
that was
That was
there.
at yeah. Somebody in the comments of that video said that's the manager. That's the general manager of Toast on Lennox.
He's standing on business, honey. He said, "I want you to treat me like you treating everybody else. Don't be changing stuff up because I'm coming up in here with millions of followers. Now you want to act like I'm high and mighty and can receive good customer service. Meanwhile, the everyday patron receives rubbish, scraps."
Exactly. Honestly, I think, in the words of Wendy Williams, death to them all.
I just saved one of her like compilation videos to my sounds because she
That's
just
one of
has
my
so
favorite
many.
sounds. Mr.
Yes,
Spears for lying. Death to them all. Death to all these Atlanta restaurants. I'm sick of it.
sick of
I'm
it. We
sick
need
of
a
it.
revolution.
We
Viva la
need
revolution!
Viva la Revolution.
Revolution!
Burn it
Yeah,
all
Keith,
down.
we
Burn them all
appreciate
down.
you. I was just
Every
telling my friend the weekend before that too, because she was trying to figure out where to have her birthday brunch, and I was like, I know this place from the TikToks I sent you said Toast on Lennox. Do not go there. Please, let's not go there, please. She's like,
it's
oh, I thought it was a good time. And I was like, I've heard not great things about their customer service, and I
and
feel
and their
validated.
and their sister restaurant, breakfast at Bernie's, um, is also just as bad. I ever tell you the
I
story
went
how
there once.
me
I
and my
got it to go order. It wasn't bad.
sister couldn't get a reservation there, so we tried to like do a walk in, and we literally pulled up as soon as they opened. Soon as they opened, you know what they told us? 2.5 hour wait. I said, "Bitch, what?"
You should have pretended you were Keith Lee's uncle or something. His
Well, this was before
his
Keith Lee had
cousin,
even come out.
something.
This was
You should
before
have
like,
found some famous Kenyans page and been like, see, look at followers. They would have probably set you then.
and then it's the fact that when he went to Old Lady Gang, the fact is he wasn't even planning to go to Old Lady Gang. It's literally he was at one music fest, which was this past weekend. He was at the music festival. Somebody who works with Candy and Old Lady Gang came up to him like, "Hey, we've been trying to contact you, trying to reach out to you to like come to the restaurant, come eat." He was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm in town now, so I guess I'll come by." And he came by, and that's how you treated him. Still, damn. They were like, "We
It's
don't do
because they
takeout
weren't
orders on
able.
weekends."
Yeah.
That shit is wild to me. Y'all don't do takeout orders on weekends.
Candy at least made a video kind of trying to address it and take some sort of accountability.
Let's talk about the responses of a lot of these restaurants.
Okay.
The dude from the Real
Because.
Milk and Honey, his I guess he'd made it. He thought he was gonna be cute and funny and da 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 da. He thought TikTok wasn't gonna play around. Baby, he put out that video talking about some who's Keith Lee. Oh, you
Rolling
don't
Stone will tell
know?
you.
You don't know the common man's Gordon Ramsay? Oh, you done fucked up. You about to find out. That's the definition of fuck around and
Who
find
are
out.
you, sir? Who are you?
And please stop giving hate to Milk and Honey because there's two different companies with the same name. There's the Real Milk and Honey, and which is the one that Keith Lee did go review, and then there's just Milk and Honey,
I'm
which
sorry, I'm
has
not going to either after that.
okay, well, not damn,
Simply,
not
I'm not
Milk and
even risking it.
she said, "Look, I'm not even going. Your
I ain't
names are
going to
too
the real milk
similar.
and honey. I ain't going to the milk that honey's milk. I ain't going to the milk and no honeys. Like, I don't care what variation of it.
Not milk and no honeys, child.
If
Goodbye."
there's milk and there's honey in their name, I'm good.
But I hope this is a lesson learned for all these Atlanta restaurants to be like, treat your fucking clientele like an actual, human being. I think that's one of the things.
Exactly.
Who was it? Kev on stage said this. He was like, the one take that I'm not hearing about this is like the reason why any of these restaurants could never get like a proper true like glowing review from Keith Lee is because in order to do that they would have to treat every single customer that walked through their door with decency. And
Yeah.
because he's not the type to be like, I'm not accepting special, treatment just because of my name or my follower count. No,
Because
treat me
most
like
of
how you
these,
would treat regular patrons.
yeah, most of these celebrity food testers, they're like, I'm going to this restaurant. We're going to check it out. And the restaurant owner knows they're coming in. They have whatever special meals they're going to cook for them.
They
So
got
it's
the chef
already
telling them,
like,
make sure you
it's
make
like
this
the,
fresh.
exactly. It's like the girlies, influencer girlies doing wig reviews. It's like they're sending you a different type of wig than they send in the rest of us.
Come on, somebody.
So when Keith Lee comes in there and he's getting the experience that the rest of us are getting, that's when the shit's gonna come out. Because now you realize, oh, this is how you're treating everybody? I didn't tell you I was coming here as a celebrity, so now I'm getting treated like the common folk. And the common folk are being treated like trash. Therefore, I'm
Right?
being treated like trash. But now the world will know.
Nasty work. Nasty work is what they're doing. I hope
Nasty
Atlanta
work
restaurants learn their
indeed.
lesson because it's the fact that literally all these places literally quoted him hour and a half, 2.5 hour wait. But then the minute they found
His
out who he was,
family.
They quoted his family 2.5 half hour, hour and a half wait. But
because
then as
they
soon
didn't
as they
know who
found
they
out who he
were.
was, they
Mm-hmm.
were just like, "Oh my god, we can seat you in like 5 minutes." So where was that table for the rest of the? They try. That's
They
the run
gonna
of the.
kick out the girls with 1,000 followers collectively at their table. You've reached your time limit. Thank you. Go.
Be like, you've had enough. I think it's time
That's
for you to
enough.
leave. You can
Get
go.
Keith Lee a seat, honey.
Somebody get this man a seat and a bottomless mimosa and a hookah
Stats.
immediately, and a henny Rita for his wife, because that's the official the niggification of brunch in Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we've already talked about that. So I'm glad Keith Lee got to experience it himself.
I wonder if Keith Lee probably listened to an episode and was just like, let me see if Untitled Africans is really correct about this
Let
nonsense in
me let
Atlanta.
me let me find out. Honey, I'm glad you got to
Because
find out. We weren't just talking. Like, why do you have so many rules for a restaurant? Is this school? Is this the library? We're coming to sit and eat. Like, what is it? I can't help but feel like it's like, I don't know, like trying to be politically like above, like over here we do things differently.
I'm
Like,
like,
when the people like Monique tell you not to wear a bonnet out in the airport, it feels like the restaurant
mm,
equivalent of that. Like around here, you're gonna act
respectability
like the proper
politics.
Negro. Thank you. That's the word. You're gonna
Respectability
act like a
politics.
proper Negro here. So you're gonna follow all these rules and regulations at a restaurant.
You gonna be a house nigga in this fucking restaurant,
Why
okay?
do you got more rules than my mama got in her house? Huh?
Come
Get
on,
out of
somebody.
here. But you want us
They
to
be
sit and
wildin'.
eat and continue to frequent your restaurant. Your customer service is trash. Your food is mid and overpriced. And the only thing
And
y'all got going for
cold
yourself, the only thing y'all got going for yourself is this
is
Instagram
aesthetics.
aesthetically pleasing place. And that's why you feel like you can control how we should behave in your restaurant.
They be wildin' with
Goodbye.
this
Throw it
shit.
all away. Throw
I
the whole
think,
restaurant industry away.
especially the one, especially specifically Atlanta.
Specifically Atlantis.
I don't know.
Yeah.
These people come out here and think just because it's the Black Hollywood gonna be about this bullshit. Girl, no.
No. No.
I don't even. I don't even think LA be having this kind of fucking nonsense. It's the fact that he's been to all these other cities like New Orleans, no issues. Chicago, no issues. But he came here,
He got
and
to Atlanta.
y'all said we showing ass when Keith Lee pull up, showing our full ass.
He had to make a video saying, y'all better not threaten my family again or else y'all gonna find out what this MMA belt is about. That's not what he said literally. That's pretty much what he was
No,
saying. Like,
he
y'all are
said
threatening his family.
fuck around, and find out for real. Cause
No,
he
for
right,
real.
he do be standing on business. He don't play. So I'm glad they learned their lesson, and I hope.
Fastest restaurant reviewer in the world. He don't play. He go back.
I hate you so much. I hate you so fucking much. Anyway, moving on, girl. So I don't know if you saw this video, but this very beautiful, smart, intelligent woman
She's super
of
thick, her body tea.
the she made a video. She's a woman of a certain age. She made a video about being a woman of a certain age and having your kids late in life, right? And she was saying how, even though she had her baby late in life, her experience of being older has taught her patience with having a child, a newborn, especially at her age. And she was just like, I, if the baby is crying and wants to yell and kick and scream and cry, throw up, shit its pants, it's like, all right, babe, that's what we're doing today. It's okay. If she's like wanting to be outside and just, I'm like, okay, let's go for a walk. Let's do it. Me and you. We here. And she was giving like this really calm, like NPR voice while she was doing it too. And I was like, damn,
We're
that
doing it
baby
with a
go
newborn. Or is it
every,
one or something?
I remember one of the comments was just like, this baby is going to grow up to be just so like a diplomat of the UN or, like a peacekeeper or something like that.
Right.
Because the way the mom is just like so patient and like chill with her, I was like, damn, that is so true. And so it just made me think it was like about how like a lot of women of this generation, like they're redefining what it means, like for womanhood, motherhood, like what that looks like for them. So my question for you is like, do you feel that like traditional like motherhood or traditional like womanhood is really for you, or like how are you redefining it yourself?
You know, I'm not here for tradition or nothing. Unless it's
Period.
some traditional food from other cultures. That's the only
Okay.
tradition I want to keep going.
Come on, transition. That was cute. That was cute. I'll give you that.
That's the only thing. In terms of motherhood, I don't know if I want a child. If I do want a child, it's definitely been like something that I want later in life because of that very reason. I know myself. I know I'm not at the place to be taking care of another human, babes. I can barely take care of myself. I'm over here still trying to learn gentle partnership before I get into gentle parenting. I need to
Damn.
first learn how to gentle parent myself, then be a gentle partner to somebody else before I can go and bring a child and try to do that. Cause she is goals. She is what I would imagine, I would envision like my ideal motherly self to be.
Mm,
Like once I learned about healing and spirituality and taking care of your inner child so that you can present your best self, so you can be your best self.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I want to do this. And then I noticed myself taking steps forward and then steps back and then forward and then back. So it's like I need me to be much farther along than where I am now to even think about motherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not even a factor for me. But yeah, if I do become a mother, she's goals.
Do you find yourself like fighting against traditional African like expectations of womanhood and motherhood?
Yeah, not even with womanhood, but just like communication. Like I'll find myself talking to my brother, and I'll be like, "Oh, that was a little bit like how my parents would approach it. Like that's not cute." And it's not like I'm
Mm,
being overly like rude, aggressive name calling, as we talked about African parents like to do. But it's like finding a gentler way to tell them something that they need to hear. And it's like you don't have to be so like, hey, you need to do this. Hey, why didn't you do that? You could be like, hey, what's going on? Can we talk about it? For my brother, it's especially weird because he also grew up in an African household with me. So he's like, the fuck is going on? But I'm like trying to tell myself, like, hey, how would I want to have been approached when I was
about
younger
this
by
issue,
my
yeah.
parents? I saw this one, I think it was a TikTok, but she posted a bunch of screenshots from her therapist mom. And she was like, I just want to know how you like what you need from me and how I can be a better parent for you. I
What's
wish I
that
could pull it
like?
up right now.
What's it
And
like to
she
be
was just
God's
like,
favorite?
how me and your dad can like do better by you and help heal from some of the things that we put you through because we knew we weren't our best selves and we apologize. Like constant messages of her just being like, I'm so grateful to have you, I'm so sorry for the trauma I've caused you, please, like, how can we work through this, let's do this together, let's do that. I was like wow, tear, like what? I never understood that meme of like, I'm so happy for you, but that should have happened to me instead. That was the
Yeah.
first time I was like, oh, I get it, because why couldn't that be me? Like, all I need is that text from my mom today to be like, you know what, I'm sorry for everything. That's
Oh
it.
my God.
Hey.
Girl, remember we were
That.
talking about this on season, was it season 2? And we're like,
Mm-hmm.
we can never expect an apology. That's talking about letting go of expectations. Letting go of the expectation of your parents are ever going to apologize for traumatizing you. It's never going to
Okay,
happen, especially from African parents. Babe, it's not coming. So
babe,
I need you
just
to move on
don't
with your
hold out.
life. Don't hold out. Move on with your life.
See how you can move forward from that.
But that is a lucky, that is a lucky girl right there. To for you said her mom was a therapist.
Yeah, or she was a psychologist. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm
I
like, wow.
we have a friend whose mom works as a psychologist, right? I wonder if she
Yeah.
texts her like that.
I would love that.
Uh,
I would love
Cause
that for my
damn,
friends.
I would.
But yeah, and
Damn.
it's also like, I haven't seen what I feel like is great motherhood. Like, of course, in certain aspects I
Ooh,
have, but
yeah.
in other aspects, it's like I want to do the complete opposite of what you did. So I have to work through so much to unpack and unlearn and make sure that I don't continue that cycle. That's just honestly, as much as I can criticize it, it's how I grew up. It's familiar to me. It's going to be a
Mm.
hell of a whole lot harder for me to be that mother that's like, hey, what can I do for you? Let me step up for you. Let me come to you gently. Than it would be the person who had that growing up. So as much as it's easy to say, "Hey, I want to be this kind of mom. Yeah, I'm gonna be the cool mom. I'm gonna be the nice mom. Like, I'm gonna be the gentle
I'm
mom." It's
I'm not a
different if you
regular
have not
mom. I'm a
experienced
cool
that growing up.
mom.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
you have never seen what that looks like in your day to day, but you expect to do it
So
off
how
of a
can you
brick.
emulate it? Yeah.
Exactly. So now that I'm getting older, like I'm trying to be very intentional in my actions, but honey, I literally have to like work against 27 years of like what I've seen.
Oof.
So
I know
I'm
that.
in no rush for motherhood, babes. I'm like 39-year-old mother, 49-year-old mother, however old she is. I'm for it. I'm for it. I understand. What about you? I know you're not like, you don't see parenthood necessarily in your
At
future,
all for
but
myself. No. And I've said this. It's and I don't want people to hear this and be like, "Oh my god, Brian hates children." I don't hate kids outwardly. I don't I'm not like I don't despise children. I'm not like fucking Cruella DeVille, like out here like babies. Why would you do that? That's the end of your career. No, I just I find children and babies to just be um taxing and tiring. Um and just I know people are just like, oh, but they bring so much joy and da 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 da. Da. But then I'm like, girl, aren't y'all the same ones who be talking about some I'm exhausted. I'm tired. My milk ducts aren't working. Everything around me is covered in spit and throw up and shit. I'm just like, why would I want that for myself? Um,
real.
I know, and I know that sounds so. I sound so bad saying this, but like, I know that sounds so materialistic and like so like egotistical or whatever.
Selfish.
Yeah, and selfish. But it's just like, it's just, babe. I don't
It's
see
my
that from
life. Don't you
for
forget.
literally. Ma, I want to be famous. I don't want those kids. Um, I have, there's a way that I see my life and me living my life. And unfortunately, in that picture of my life, there is no children. There are no children, even four-legged ones. Um,
Is that unfortunate?
it's not, I mean, to me, it's not. I think a lot of, and what I love now is that this generation, we have so many examples of just like, because there's even a whole entire trend on TikTok of like, you're 38 and you don't have kids, da, 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 da. Aren't you, sad about your life? And then people just put a compilation of all the great things that they've been able to do because they don't have, and it's gonna sound really awful, but the burden of having to take care of an entire human being. Um, don't get me wrong. Do I love like having like little nieces and nephews? Yeah, I get to take care of them. I do like a little part time parenting, and then I go on and continue on in my way. I think forget even just the single rich auntie, just the or uncle or whatever, just being just the happy, content person with the life that I've created for myself. That's all I really want. I don't see children in that vein at all. Because also the same thing, it's like you with motherhood and having you haven't seen the examples of like great motherhood at the same time as like fatherhood is just for black men especially. Fatherhood is such a complicated thing, and there's so many like traumas from like even people who have had fathers in their lives, but fathers haven't been very active. It's like you have to get over that trauma before you're able to even realize what it is to be a good parent. And it's like even J. Cole was just like I my favorite lyric from J. Cole is when he talks about how he didn't have a great dad. So his role models for great fatherhood was who? Uncle Phil. We've only ever seen great dads in fictional like media.
Yeah.
You've got Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow from Family Matters.
Yeah.
I mean, even Anthony Anderson from Blackish, it's like he's somewhat of a good dad. So it's like we've seen it, but like to see it in media, I feel like it's kind of removed a little bit from reality because that's written fiction. And you know
Right.
for a fact that's written fiction. But like to actually see an active, present, good father in their child's life, it's like for a lot of black men, that it's not real.
Forget dating a Russell Wilson. We needed a Russell Wilson as our father. Because he seems like he takes care of those babies down.
And and let's even go a step further. Immigrant and African parents and fathers. A lot of them are in the household, but a lot of them they can't say that they know their children, and the children can't say that they know their fathers.
You're here, but you're
But
not
you're
really
not really
here.
here.
So I need you to be here so that we could be here.
It's one thing to be. It's like anybody can be a biological father, or anybody can be a biological dad. It takes a step further to be an active parent.
Okay.
And a lot of us got to get through that trauma. It's like, how am I going to be a father to my kid if my own father I barely even know?
I mean,
How am I expected to have this relationship with this human being who I'm supposed to be raising and teaching, to be a good example when, for the most part, like my own relationship with my dad is like rocky as hell, you know?
mm,
So when I look on my life and see what I want for my future, and it's just like, yeah, I don't, I want to get through, the trauma of that awkward relationship with, parenthood or whatever. But once I get over it, and once like I understand it, and like I've, you know, dealt with that trauma, I would like to just continue living my life. Also, the world is fucked right now. I don't know why anybody would want to bring a child into it.
bruh.
I mean, I think it's also pretty selfish because to like realize all the shit that's going on in the world and still want to bring an entire human being into it to deal with nothing, with
Yeah,
like suffering, all the between the wars, the famines, and it's like, can you even provide for that person?
the white supremacy.
This is gonna sound really, really fucked up, but I genuinely think that we need to have a fucking literacy test, as well as like I need there to be steps in place before people can say we're having a child. I need there to be a
Mm.
literacy test. I need there to be a
I think
fucking
there
in
be a
home visit.
morality test.
I need there to be a CPS like visits, multiple, to make
Did you?
sure that you're holding down that job to provide.
Did
Because like, why are you 21? Anyway, that's a whole nother fucking topic for
oh
another day.
wait? Did you see the video of the woman who was spraying her baby? He has to be less than a year old son with Axe
Body
as
spray?
part of his get ready routine. She I don't even know if the baby was 6 months. She is spraying this boy with Axe because he's a boy. She wants him to smell like a boy. I was like, oh, these are the type of people should not be parents. Why are you putting these harmful chemicals in your baby's body? And she covers his face like this, sprays it. She's like, oh, I do it safely. So she covers his face, sprays him. He starts coughing and crying. And she's like, he's only crying because he didn't like that I covered his face. First of all, because you're not supposed to be covering baby's face like that age. And because you're spraying middle school cologne on his body when he's 6 months old.
Yeah, y'all are out here doing nasty work. I swear to God. You see what I'm saying? Parenthood and like motherhood and
it's
fatherhood is not for everyone.
it should not just be about fertility. It should not
No,
just be about that.
there's so much more that goes into becoming a parent that I feel like we do not test for, and we should.
Yeah, but then you're getting into eugenics
I was
type
just about to
stuff.
say that same thing, and I'm just
It's
like,
like a
oh
slippery
fuck,
slope.
very slippery. But baby, maybe we need to go down that water slide. Maybe we need to go down that water slide because why are you spraying your baby with Axe?
Why are you spraying your baby with Axe?
That's wild. That's nasty work.
I'm pray for him.
I do. Jesus Christ. Anyway, girl, moving on. Let's go ahead and get to the last segment of the episode. What are you loving? What are you hating?
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you asked me this because I was like, I need to bring this up one way or another.
I'm dead.
I am loving Meg the Stallion. This is a Meg the Stallion
I am here for.
appreciation stan account. She just released her first solo produced music video, independently produced.
And she
Uh,
is getting emotional, bitch.
Emotional. She said this pussy depressed.
Can we talk about it?
She was talking about if I slit my throat, I'd probably bleed out Pinot because she's always in the dark crying, and she over here
Drinking
finding out her man is getting his sucked
on her bed
on
that
her
she paid
bed.
for. He did.
He did.
He did.
He did. He did. He did. So I'm appreciating Mike the Stallion because she always comes out with a bop and a
Banger.
good freestyle and a banger. And this song is all of that, a banger. But the
Babe.
emotional aspect of it, the lyrics, hurt deep.
I saw a tweet that said, "Party, are you ready to die?" Listen, the stallions are coming for you, nigga.
He turned off
Run,
all his comments. He couldn't
run,
do it fast enough.
run and hide. Cause what the way she went in to
We
talk
did not
about
know.
the way he made her feel.
Imagine she's already
Nasty
going through
fucking
all of
work.
this.
She's
All of
already going
this
through
with the Tory Lane
the
situation.
court case, everything.
Her
On
parents
top of that,
been gone.
her
And
mom's
now
passing
the one man that's supposed to be on your side
is out
is
here doing
breaking your trust. I understand, girl. Broken pussy. I understand why you would have
not
that.
broken pussy.
But it's not your fault, sis. It's not your fault you got a depressed pussy. It's everybody has done you wrong. And I'm so sick of it, I don't play
Facts.
about black women and their health because I'm so sick of black women always being degraded and underappreciated and demeaned at all points and turns, and then people just act like they don't have the full emotions as everybody else. And
Facts.
I just feel like, hello, she's not just supposed to be here to be strong. She needs guidance, she needs support, she needs people in her corner that she can
People
actually
exactly.
trust.
And when
And
she's I fell for
the
her.
people are like, oh, she's lying. Drake talking about she lying about getting shot like she a stallion.
That's another man
This
who
is
can
the
just
that
go
I
ahead and
mean. Stop trying to make everything about black women a joke, accuse them of lying, stuff like that. Like it really irritates me. But anyways, that's not what this is about. This is about what I love, and I love Meg the Stallion. I love her vulnerability. I love her new video. I love her artistry. I love her as a creator,
period.
um, and
We're
as a badass. So
we
yeah,
like when she said this is a Meg Thee Stallion stan account, so I can't wait to hear the rest of the project. I know it's gonna be good.
yeah, same.
So what are you hating?
The underappreciation of black women. Because DJ
Period.
Academics, I don't ever want to talk about you in life. But you know
Oh
who
my
had to talk
god.
about you? Queen Latifah. Is Queen Latifah's talking
The
about you?
fact that you got the queen out, she don't ever come out and talk about shit about nobody. But the fact that you had
Nothing.
her come out and speak on you, sir, you're doing nasty work. You're doing
Exactly.
nasty
Reevaluate
work.
your entire life, your entire existence,
And
and
you
what
know
you're
what?
talking about.
And you know what? And if you try to pull up on Santana, I'm gonna be right behind him.
Period.
Womp womp womp.
Okay, okay. So I can't even say anything because he's gay. So all you got is homophobia behind you? That's all you got to say?
Stand on something else. Stand on something else. You wanna talk? You wanna move your mouth? You wanna move your mouth like this? All
Yappa, yappa,
right.
yappa. Anyways, yeah, that's enough. What about you, friend? What are you liking?
Okay. What am I hating?
Oh, what, you want to
Um.
start with what are you hating?
Yes. Bad haircuts slash styling on good hair.
Ooh, say more.
We talked about this at the airport. I saw a man with the most beautiful head of hair. And all I could think to myself was, who gave you that haircut? Who told you that looked good on you?
What was his hair?
It was given very like choppy, very just like, I just felt that like, with some good products and good styling, the hair would look so much better. But oh my god. He just looked like he had a really great healthy head of hair. It's not the first time I've seen it. I've seen it on women too. I'm just like, and when I say good hair, I'm not talking about like, oh, you know, less than 4C or
Texturism.
yet. No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about like, no matter the texture, no matter the, curl pattern, no matter the length or whatever, there is good hair out there. People,
Taking care of
people,
that hair, honey.
people are blessed with good hair, but some people who are blessed with good hair do not are not blessed with the insight to see a good haircut or good styling. And
You
he
know
just
what it's
had bad
like?
styling, and I was just like, oh god, oh god. I was like, give me like 30 minutes in a seat somewhere with some shampoo and conditioner. I could get you right, baby, and a blow dryer, and a nice little round comb. Let me just get you
Get
together,
up in there.
please. And maybe it was because it was at the airport, and maybe he was going through something. I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean the airport is like I don't really care type behavior most of the time.
hey, listen, Miss Monique said, "Don't be pulling up any kind of way."
I'm gonna pull up any kind of way.
Okay, girl, you got it.
As long as they
Um,
can recognize me at TSA, that's all that matters.
as long as
I
my
don't
picture
care.
matches, bitch, that's all that matters.
Okay.
But yeah, that is what I'm hating.
What are you liking?
Bad,
What are you
bad,
liking?
bad hairstyling or bad haircuts on good hair. What am I loving? I'm loving seeing queer POCs get to celebrate their traditions and cultures when they get married. I
Hmm.
recently came across multiple videos of queer POCs getting married in like other countries. I saw one that was like an African wedding. I saw one that was like I believe they were either Chinese or yeah, it was a Chinese wedding. Um, I saw one that was an Indian wedding, and I'm just like, I love how we get to celebrate love in across so many cultures. But because a lot of times, like I guess I don't know what it is, but when queer people come out, it almost feels like you have to like lose that identity of yourself a little bit,
What do you mean?
because culturally your identity would not be
Mm,
accepted,
mm.
so you kind of have to just like kind of fall more into really find a community of queerness, let alone just a community of culture. So I in seeing those weddings, I've just been like, this is so beautiful. I'm so glad that like we get to celebrate our queerness within our own cultures and get to like participate in all the typical like cis hetero wedding traditions of our cultures, but just in a queer way. So yeah, that's what I'm loving. I've been seeing it a lot, and I'm just like, I'm here for it. I'm
I
not
love
loving
that.
this cough on you.
So, you ever feel like something's just coming to your throat when you're swallowing?
Yes,
That's what I
girl.
feel like. Some just.
I feel
Yeah,
you
go
there,
ahead and
girl.
wrap this episode.
Yeah, she's dying over there. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, do all the good shit. You can find us wherever podcasts are found. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Post videos up every Tuesday. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, um, at Untitled Africans Pod. We love you. You know who I am. You know who she is. It's been real, y'all.
Bye.